part of the reason why I'm a little bit off kilter as well. I'm not comfortable with the Jets being front and center as the way they are right around February 22nd and 23rd like we have the last 48 hours. I'm not too happy about it, especially since we were supposed to be passing all this stuff. Zach Wilson was supposed to go in year 3 and get us to the AFC Championship game in year 3, if not the Super Bowl. Already have one in the case because Tony Romo told me his ceiling was Patrick Mahomes and all he's got is the floor of Geno Smith 1.0. All right? Like, I'm looking at him with all due respect. I see Ray Lucas numbers.
Ray Lucas?
Okay? So, I don't like it. I don't like it because I thought we were supposed to be past this by now. Instead, we're going to year 3 of Zach Wilson, and I'm hearing like the Jets are telling Derek Carr. And by the way, Diana Rossini, who I saw on the red carpet at NFL Honors, your information's making me nervous. Maybe I should be glad that somebody didn't fill up the Keurig machine this morning. A little jumpy. She's telling me that the Jets told Derek Carr that he could be a first-ballot Hall of Famer if he shows up in New York. And then today she says how the Jets are really interested in him. Nothing but positive reviews per sources. But now they wait for Aaron Rodgers to emerge from the darkness and inform the Packers of his plans because the Jets are willing to speak to Green Bay about a trade if the Packers are willing. Now, I've already said this. I'm from New York City. A 53-year-old man born in Brooklyn, raised in Staten Island, former staff writer, intern of the Staten Island Advance newspaper. I've got my finger on the pulse of New York sports. I've lived it. I am it. I called in to Mike and the Mad Dog. Steve Summers overnight on WFAN. I know this sports fan in New York City. I do not believe Aaron Rodgers is a fit for that spot. I do not believe it. Because, and trust me, he's incredibly talented. And showing up there in New York City, everything that he has said outside of the world of sports will be brought up to him at his locker in a way that has not been in Green Bay or in other spots where he may show up. And if this is an important part of his DNA and what he's got to say and how he's got to live his life. And as you know, he has a very specific way of living his life. And he's very attuned into the way he lives his life. I do not believe he will appreciate the discourse. Will that affect his play? I don't know. I don't think so either. I just don't know if this is the fit. And why the Jets are sitting there thinking this can be the fit. If they are, be ready for some battle royales and some press conferences. And if that doesn't matter and then Sunday hits and he starts balling out and we see the Rodgers of 2020, 2021, his COVID MVP seasons, as he calls it, we see that guy. All right. Clearly I'm signing for that. I'm concerned. I know the way New York works. I know the way that sometimes Rodgers doesn't make a play in Green Bay because he's not perfect. He's first ballot Hall of Famer. My kids are going to go into Canton, Ohio, and their kids will go into Canton, Ohio, and the kids after that will go into Canton, Ohio, and then we'll see Aaron Rodgers bust. The first second he can have a bust made, it will be made for him. He is that incredible. And I've loved watching him play, and he's been incredibly entertaining. But over the last 2-3 years, the way that he speaks his mind on issues outside of the world of sports in New York City, it just seems to be a bad mix if he doesn't make the throws in New York in the ways that he didn't make throws in Green Bay. He will hear about it in a way that he's never heard about it in Green Bay. And does that matter? I'm concerned I don't have an answer for that, and it won't unless we see it in person, and it looks like the Jets are going to do that. The reason why I like Derek Carr instead of Rodgers also is it doesn't cost the Jets a single draft choice. Doesn't cost them a draft pick. Just costs them Woody Johnson dollars. That's it. It's Woody's money. Spend Woody's money. That's it. And if they think he can be a first ballot Hall of Famer, well, then tu salud. I'll sign up for that too. Just this whole stuff makes me nervous because we're supposed to not be doing this now. We're not supposed to be doing this. It's supposed to be Zach's show. Zach's Fifth Avenue. Goldman Sachs. That's what we're talking about. So, man, it's making me nervous. I'm jumpy. I'm jumpy about it. Because I don't know what the answer is. Because, as I said yesterday, answer could potentially be Zach Wilson eventually is the guy. And I guess if you get Carr, if Carr's willing to sign for like 3-4 years and be I'll say it, and be the Jets' Alex Smith while Zach does reach the Mahomes ceiling, and so be it.
Were they giving out samples at the movie last night?
They were not. They were not, sir. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I'm Caffeine Bear.
Take it easy, okay?
And I'm upset they don't have any more of it. And you should see Cocaine Bear and see what happens when that bear doesn't get more than what the bear wants.
Ooh, watch out.
Okay? So, I don't know. What is Joe Douglas thinking? What is Saleh thinking? And what is, of course, Aaron Rodgers thinking? Because, man, if I'm the Jets, if the Jets think that Derek Carr can be a first-ballot Hall of Famer in their spot, as Diana Russini of ESPN says, they told him in selling their system and selling their world to him, you come here, you can be a first-ballot Hall of Famer. That means they think they can win 2 Super Bowls with him and his tenure there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and he's 32. So what did you say before the show? 2 in 8 years,
That's 2
right?
in the next 8, assuming he plays till 40.
So if
the Jets are winning 25% of the next Super Bowl.
Yes, correct. So
okay.
If they think that, then why are they waiting for Aaron Rodgers? Why are they waiting to see what Aaron Rodgers is doing? Unless they can't wait. They got to... Or these are just, reports that are accurate, but, there are other teams that have done the same with the Green Bay just checking in. It's supposed to be done with this. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.